शायरों से लफ्ज लेके थोड़े से उदा। हेलो पीपल, कैसे हैं सब भाई लोग? वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। चुप भोसड़ी। तो आई थिंक हमने ये मैप का जो है हम यहाँ तक पहुँच तो चुके हैं। कैन सी अभी ये एरिया भी खोलने का बाकी है, बट अभी अपन को यहाँ की स्टोरी करने का आगे का। अच्छा जी, अच्छा बनाया वैसे मैप। गुड, आई लाइक द मैप। गुड मैप। हेलो भाई, क्या हाल है? शुभम, जरा ये हम ले ले जरा। तारा जो आ रहा है, डेट इज नोन एज, पता नहीं क्या बोलेंगे उसे ये, क्योंकि मैप अलग है तो इसमें कुछ अलग ही बोलेंगे शायद। हाँ, मैप अच्छा बनाया है ये, जापान से पूरा का पूरा रेफरेंस लेके बनाया है। जापानीज कंट्री। कहाँ नूब हो गया भाई? तो डायमंड भी बन गया भाई मैं। माँ का चू, ये यहाँ से तो नहीं गिर सकता। वाह, गिर गया। जी जी। बहन चो, तो ऊपर जाने का रास्ता ढूंढो इस पे। कहाँ से जाओ? ये क्या है बे? कुछ आया था यहाँ पे लेने के लिए, पता नहीं। दिस माइट बी द प्लेस। फक ऑफ मैन। चलो बाद में ले लेंगे, अभी मैं फालतू का टाइम नहीं वेस्ट करूंगा। अभी हम जाते हैं मिशन के ऊपर। ये लोग ने अच्छा बनाया वैसे। देखो इस एरिया में पूरा का पूरा चाइनीज दिखा रखा है, चाइनीज टाइप का। वेयर द फक इज दैट मैन? ये लीवे हार्बर बोलते हैं। इसमें पूरा चाइना का चीज़ें दिखा रखा है। बे ऊपर हो ना, इस जगह पे पूरा का पूरा यूरोप टाइप का, यूरोप का दिखा रखा है। अब ये एरिया इन लोग ने खोल दिया नया मैप। दिस इज ऑल जापान। म्यूजिक सुन सकते हो, सेक्सी म्यूजिक। बढ़िया हूँ, तू बता भाई? बस मैं भी ठीक है यार। I like anime titties. That's why I play this game. तो अभी तो हम यहाँ के भैया जो फुद्दू फुद्दू से मिशन है वो करने जा रहे हैं। ये जरा इसे बात कर ले। ओनर ऑफ एली एपेकुसु होता होगा कुछ। अबे डिस्कॉर्ड में वॉइस चैट में आया करो। अबे आएंगे कभी ना कभी आएंगे। आई विल ट्राई टू कम ब्रो। मैं असल में डिस्कॉर्ड ज़्यादा यूज़ करता नहीं हूँ। व्हाट काइंड ऑफ डॉल? ये डॉल बेचती है? वो वाली डॉल तो नहीं है जो बिस्तर में लेके बैठते हैं कुछ? ओके, हम मान ही जाते हैं। असल में मैं जब वैलोरेंट खेलता हूँ तो उसमें थोड़ा लैग्स आता है, तो मैं वो नहीं खेलता। बट आई थिंक इससे बात करनी है हमको। हाँ, इसी से बात करनी। कुछ आया भी नहीं है।
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals?
Yes, बेटे।
So, what do you need with me?
सुना है कि तुम्हारी बकचोदी बहुत चल रही है, सामान बड़ा महंगा बेच रहे हो।
The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret, got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
मैं आजकल काफी एक्टिव रहा। हाँ मैंने देखा तुम लोग बैठे एक बार तो आया था पर तू बोल नहीं रहा था तब।
Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case. They're wasting their time. The price is
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
इसकी तो मैं बुआ जवान कर दूंगा, बहुत बोल रहा साला।
Still talking to this guy. Good idea. Let's check back in with him.
मतलब ये प्राइस नीचे नहीं करेगा। मैं कुछ कर रहा हूँगा उस टाइम। हाँ नहीं तू आया था एक बार बट अबे तू आया था साले, तूने ज्वाइन किया था पर तू कुछ बोल नहीं रहा। अब मैं वैलोरेंट भी स्ट्रीम करूंगा अगर ऐसे मेरा शेड्यूल ठीक रहा तो, क्योंकि रात को हम लोग साला जब बात करने के लिए बैठते तो वो सुबह 2, 3, 5 बज जाता है यार। इसकी पोशाक देखो यार। ओके ही इज आवर होस्ट।
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he collect on the beach just to get by. But he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
What a bummer.
What a boomer बोल
The
सकती थी ये
International
बात।
Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it
बैटलफील्ड में
increasingly
ले तुम नहीं
difficult to
बे।
make ends meet.
अभी कुछ नहीं ले रहा भाई, अभी सिर्फ पीसी के लिए थोड़ा सा जोड़ रहा हूँ।
And turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced
60-70
than
हजार के अंदर
that. I
अच्छा
believe even
मेरे
the
को
most
क्योंकि जो
ungrateful and
प्रोसेसर लेना है वो
cold-hearted
40,000 का है
people
तो
still
Really?
60-70 हजार में मेरा अभी सिर्फ सीपीयू बनेगा विदाउट
Well
ग्राफिक।
then, it sounds like you
और
may have
ग्राफिक कार्ड
found a
जब
way
रेट
in
गिरेंगे
with it.
तभी लेने हैं, अभी तो भैया बिल्कुल हाथ नहीं डालने, क्योंकि जो ग्राफिक कार्ड मैंने 13,000 का लिया तो वो अभी 24,000 का बिक रहा है। आई मीन वो मैन वो टट्टी कुछ भी करते हैं साले ये लोग। 299 रुपीज़ का आया था, आया होगा यार। आई डिडंट नो, मेरे को पता नहीं था, पता होता तो ले लेता। भैया 5800X और क्या, राइजन की जो न्यू सीरीज आई है बस, और क्या ही जाने का भैया तो। और सब तो सेम ही होता है, रैम एंड वो सब। मदरबोर्ड हम देख लेंगे, उससे कॉम्पेटेबल कोई अच्छा होगा 16-17 हज़ार का। इनफ इज इनफ।
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt.
Oh, you're from Monster, you fucking piece of shit.
Goodness, I can
नहीं
sense
भाई
it
3080
now.
लगाऊंगा 3080।
So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt.
नहीं वे
Oh,
3060
how it
नहीं,
takes
मेरे
me
पास जो
back.
ग्राफिक कार्ड है वो 1050 है, और 1650 जो 13,000 का था तो वो भी 24,000 का मिल
My
रहा था।
hometown, the home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
It's working.
Oh. So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're. Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already.
3060 तो अभी साले 1 लाख तक का मिल रहा है मुझे लग रहा है, और उसकी औकात है सिर्फ 40,000 की।
You mean
वे सब बड़े हुए हैं रेट
The
पे।
sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves, the calls of the merchants. Xiao lanterns. I'm right there. at the
3080
lantern.
ऐसे है वो 70 से 75,000 का, बट अभी वो मिल रहा है 1,50,000 का, 1.5 लाख का मिल रहा है. जबरदस्त.
Battery really does miss Leela Harper.
Leah.
मिटा मार रहा है मुझको.
Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it. You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home, just like me.
वही तो वही.
Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves.
डिस्कॉर्ड में एक पिक डालूंगा,
I like to
देखना थोड़ी देर
imagine
में.
the voice of my
कहाँ डालोगे?
hometown,
डिस्कॉर्ड में कौन सा
carried
सर्वर?
across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away.
ऐसा है?
Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
देखो अभी हमारा मेन मोटिव अगर कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा क्या रहा, तो हम लोग एक चीज का प्राइस कम करा रहे हैं. जिस चीज की मोनोपोली चल रही, बोले तो उसकी
They're so
डिमांड बहुत ज्यादा है,
None of
पर
them
सिर्फ
had
एक ही
anyone else
बंदी के
to
पास है
rely
वो.
on, so they rallied together.
और
committed
यही
to
वो चाचा है जो
finding a way
बेच
to
रहे वो
survive.
सामान, तो हमको
But I
प्राइस कम
couldn't do
कराना
it.
है.
I'm not strong enough.
That's what we are doing right now. हम मक्खन लगा रहे थे.
Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadt. All right, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru, Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
वाह, ये तो अंदर की जगह ही नहीं लोड़ा लगा
Plain
रखा.
evil gouging them like this.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough evidence.
Let's do some investigation.
You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me... As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I...
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's...
Confessions of the Outlander, of an Outlander. Nice name.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Where the man who sold... Is this the place? This is... What the fuck is the beach, man?
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
अबे इतने से के लिए तो वो नहीं करना चाहिए था.
Should I close early?
साले इसमें मैं अपने कैरेक्टर नहीं चेंज कर सकता.
He's getting further and further away!
चुप रह
Let's
दे.
catch up a little.
दिख रहा है वो, चुप रहे. I like the music.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Tax collection is the easiest work, बस tax बढ़ाते रहो और बिना कुछ.
Now, who...
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us first. He's
The
getting further
fuck,
and further
man?
away! Let's catch up a little. Huh? Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared.
The
Where'd he
fuck?
go? If only we made less noise.
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get in.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
फिर से हमको ये पूरा पाथ पे करना पड़ेगा यार. I don't like this, man. I don't like this. I don't fucking like this. फिर से ये बात करेगा।
Which one should I choose?
No further than sailing breeze.
He's again wanna talk about business with this। नहीं प्लीज ना करना, नहीं कर रहा है। ओ फक मैन, पूरा का पूरा सीक्वेंस करना जरूरी है क्या? ओके हम लोग जापान में तो हम लोग एक निंजा की तरह करते हैं ये सब काम।
He's getting further and further away.
अबे चुप बे, सामने तो है पाइमोन, पागल लड़की है क्या? वाह
Too close. That's too close.
वाह, यहाँ से कैसे दिख रहा है? अबे
Come
मार
out,
जो
I can
है।
see you. Who are you? Why are you following me?
Uh-oh. Seems like he's noticed us.
बड़ा लूडू गेम है यार ये, मतलब कि डिटेक्शन उटेक्शन का कुछ डाला ही नहीं भाई, मतलब बिल्कुल कुछ भी। दीवार के पीछे देख लिया उसने मेरे को, वाह भाई। अबे चलना भाई, बार बार थोड़ी मैं देखूंगा।
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers. Love her freedom.
अब इसकी नाक और मुंह तो दिख ही नहीं रही भाई, इतनी गोरी है क्या ये? एक तो पूरा सीक्वेंस बार बार करते हुए देखे, हम यही खड़े रहेंगे, ऐसा करते हैं। अभी वो बकचोदी करेंगे वहां जाके, बिजनेस कैसा चल रहा है, बुआ कैसी है, मौसी कैसी है, इनकी बहन का।
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
Should I close? All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
मुड़ना ना भाई, मुड़ना ना।
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the trade association clique still needs to be brought into line. What was that sound?
Quiet. Don't let him find us.
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away.
अबे
Let's
चुप,
catch up a little.
बगल बगल में है, बगल में है, कहाँ जा दूर है? जबरदस्ती getting further and further away. The fuck?
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it?
So what the fuck is there? Is that Mora? बिना चेक करे साला सामान रख के चलेगा।
Whoa, it's a ledger. Boring. Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here. Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great. Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
Wait.
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
Huh? You aren't...
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
Dong, 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 dong.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no
सालों ने
exceptions,
जापान को
and
हरामी
no
दिखा रखा, देख रहे हो?
excuses. And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true? You've been swindling us!
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a look at the ledger.
Fuck Fucking piece of shit.
Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this,
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself.
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Well, even if what you say is true,
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more
Is that it?
do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden?
That's not my problem, you motherfucker.
Not even an ounce of shame for his.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my...
A helping hand. The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the commissioner's name. You outlanders have no respect for the rules. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at head...
Uh-oh.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for...
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young... lady of our clan. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to...
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving!
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My trick... no response, huh?
Thank you so
बड़े
much,
हरामी है वो
Thomas.
उसलिए अभी
But
उसने
I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for...
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. She's the one... If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more careful.
What was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening.
the fuck he just said? I didn't understand.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your
It's
true
all
identity
tangled,
a
man. I
secret
need
from
to
us this whole time?
figure out the story.
So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves that you're asking the right questions. And to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island. And I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. But the main thing was, I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had. With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree. That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources... Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything.
हम लोग को यहाँ के आर्चॉन जो भी बोलते हैं उससे मिलना है यार. क्या बता रहे वो लोग? होगी तो कोई आंटी.
Not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going. Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Paimon forgot. Wait, so did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing. Soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle. Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the.
Pumsum has an invitational letter to enter the war. Just try to leave Rito. अबे तो ये एरिया कैसे जाएंगे अपन? पानी पानी ही है. बड़ा मैप बनाया सालों ने में से. ओके, सो दिस इज द स्मॉल आइलैंड व्हेन यू गेट टू इनुजुमा एंड द मेन आइलैंड इज दिस मैन. हो
Stop there. Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito? Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice... Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
वाह. विचर बना दिया भाई विचर. We cannot travel to this fucking place without a fucking permit. Now we need to talk to the fucking commissioner to get a permit to get to that land. Let's talk to him, man. Let's talk to him.
This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
हाँ, कहीं तो घुसने दे दे भाई.
The Kanjo Commissioner?
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel.
Honored guest.
Let's see what we can do for you.
Huh. Did you get all that, mister?
My sincere apologies.
समझे, इज्जत थोड़ी बढ़ा के जानी पड़ती है इन सब जगह में, नहीं तो देख रहे हो बदतमीजी कर
Wouldn't
रहा है।
gliding be faster?
कमिश्नर तो लग ही नहीं रहा कहीं से।
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi.
बहुत बढ़िया, तालियां तालियां वाला बद म्यूजिक बजाऊंगा मैं।
So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because...
All in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance. Let's not limit this to business only.
So what you're saying is, we really are pretty famous, huh?
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the overlord of the vortex back under the sea, eh?
Exactly! Paimon thinks you make an excellent point.
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel.
Yeah, that's all me.
Is
That's
that
all me.
true?
Yeah.
Whoa, you heard about that too? Yep, it's true, all right.
As I thought.
Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both as Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the...
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Excellent. Well then, you must know the Genshin.
I
A
know
flower
Genshin.
grows on the mountaintops of
fuck.
Liyue.
Yep.
अब बोले क्या ना हमको?
Those before. So, you want us to go back to Liyue?
Yes, bring me 300
What the
Shinsen, would you?
fuck?
Freshly picked, I mean.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much trouble, is it? I see. Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that?
भाई क्या खतरनाक काम दिया था इसने।
709 letters to be precise.
Hey, what gives? How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
यहाँ पे भी कुछ चल रहा है क्या? कुछ झोल है लग रहा है, लड़की आके हमको इशारा मार रही भाई।
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
Oh, who the fuck was that? Who the fuck was that? Oh, we need to talk to that girl. She might be in some pain.
Halt, you two!
The fuck?
What did we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
Dear Trevor, what that I could
This means she
पढ़ने
wants you to
दोगी?
secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on?
would that I could convey this message to you in person. I apologize for the hasty means by which this letter has come to you, and I hope that it hasn't left you feeling perplexed or perturbed in any way. This is my first time extending an invitation to an unknown outlander after all. It is no more mere coincidence that our paths have crossed. Therefore, I hope that you would be so courteous as to meet me. Okay, fuck off, man.
Huh? Have you been up to something behind Paimon's...
So we have to wait till night, okay? 18 से 24 के बीच में, okay? Let's do the timey thingy. There he is. There she is. बकलोली ना करना गार्ड, पेलेंगे बहुत। बेद से पेलेंगे, बेद से नहीं क्या होती है। Meet Hiralal Kisato. Okay. Where the fuck is she? Here she comes.
You finally arrived.
What's the
Allow
problem?
me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato. This is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan already.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments, and at last we have the chance to meet.
Is it Paimon, or does something seem a bit off here?
It seems a bit
The
off to
reason
me
why I
too.
wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
Let's discuss it then.
Guess what?
Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain.
किसी को पसंद
I was
करती हो?
hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamaji of the Tenryou Commission. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is with Kamaji.
Oh my god,
There is no one who
this
would
is
dare
shit,
defy my
man. This is
father's will
shit.
on
It's
Rito,
all about
but
that
you
fucking
are
love story.
outlanders. Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. It would be regrettable to let such an opportunity pass.
We need to go to Nirakumi Island also.
Paimon gets the whole picture now.
Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That, to be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty
I
obvious.
secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who... We don't have much time. I'll tell you my plans to help you off the island. It just so happens that a shipment of goods is...
Okay, but they don't
Very
tell
well.
the plan.
I'll be waiting for you
To
at
me.
the border. I'm counting on you to deliver my letter.
Sure. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. These ladies are good, but you can see, man. Bal. The fuck, man. Not even a pinch in their eyes. Let's go to the border and let's get out of this place. Oh.
Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods have been repeatedly requested by the Kanjo Commissioner. We must be certain that they reach Watatsumi Island intact.
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety, and has ordered that myself and an additional qualified escort be dispatched to ensure safe transport of the goods.
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort this shipment personally, are you?
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that this shipment must arrive on time.
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that, well, we...
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? I'm sure you are all quite familiar with... Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee my safety?
Oh boy, Chisato can talk the talk.
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to have you accompanying us. Your safety is our highest priority.
Shinojo, you can't really be agreeing to this.
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself. It is our duty to serve her in the utmost
Yes, but that's not the...
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once. Dawdling will only allow potential thieves.
Yes, my lady.
Yeah, we got the fucking entrance.
Speed of light.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it. Nowhere to hide. Nice and spicy. Yahoo! Incoming.
हम लोग टाइम पे पहुंच भी पाएंगे?
Brace yourself.
चल भाई चल 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 चल.
Time for takeoff.
Okay, a new enemy, a samurai.
Fire! You're toast! Don't blink!
Monster sighted. Prepare to counterattack. Protect Lady Hiraki at all costs.
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato.
Oh, he's just a samurai, nothing else, man. He's just like these motherfuckers. हौला लेके आ गया भाई साहब. Okay. Are these enemies?
More monsters
Oh
inbound. Lady
man.
Hiraki, stay close. Can't hide.
Don't blink! Nowhere to hide. Luba, get them!
Oh my god.
Speed of light.
तुमसे कभी अकेले फाइट करेंगे तब पता चलेगी what's your new things, your new moves or anything that you have. I don't see anything new.
Don't blink!
I like the move. Reminds me of Sekiro. Fight fire with fire. What the fuck is this?
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Narukami... In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel permit from the Tenryou...
My lady.
So that's how it is. I had a feel.
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us. I'm sure of it. But who is this?
I'm not afraid to say that he's the one I love.
The one you love?
Shinojo, did you honestly think that...
What? No, I was just clarifying.
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it, I alone will be held accountable.
Yes, of course.
But what will happen if your actions here...
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst he'd do is sentence me to half a day without food or something to that effect.
Huh. Paimon never suspected a guy like him could...
I wish you a safe journey.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
All right.
The fuck? Oh, the music. Sacred Sakura's favor. Offer the electro sigils.
Whew, we're finally on our own way again.
So that's the main
Suppose
city.
it's time we find Toma. Now, where did he say he would meet us again? Oh, right! Komori Tea House!
There's a side mission. There's a beautiful side mission. And there is this fast travel point. Let's go. It's already open. Let's talk to this girl. I'm not gonna talk. Excuse me, Vegetable, but I have a favor to ask. Please look at the Sky Kitsuru statue over there. There's a word within it that say only be removed by someone who has courage. But
Speed of light!
We will think about that. Let's do the right thing. 3 wishes. We're finally in the city, man. We're finally in the city. ये हैंगआउट वाले मिशन बिल्कुल फुद्दू ही लगे थे मेरे को. Never been interested in this one. This should be Konda village. Secrets. Yes. Paimon knows it better than the dogs. I think that might be easy to take this. Know what it's called. What are you doing here, man? इलेक्ट्रोक्यूलस ना, ज़्यादा कुछ वो नहीं कह लूँगा. नेम इजी रखा है नेम. आई लाइक दैट. Not gonna go there right now. Actually, I need to go to there. It is, man. There is the city. The city of Electro. I like it, man. Now I am again liking this game, man. The map is good. I like the view. I like everything, man. I like it. Very good. Now what is this? Lavender.
Here we go. Incoming.
I'm just waiting for Darksiders 4, man. क्या गेम होगा भाई. 3 तो इतना सेक्सी था. What's this? Okay, that's a challenge. Never mind. Come back here. Come back here. Bayako Plain. Oh my god, the city is so sexy. I want to take a screenshot. Very, very nice. Very sundur. Okay, now this looks like a new enemy, but हम लोग अभी नहीं लड़ेंगे because we are doing the main mission. अच्छा बनाया इन लोगों ने scenery. Now what the fuck is that? Okay. Now we can have a boat here. That's nice. That's good. I like it. I like that. There's one more side mission, and that's the main city, like Liuyo Harbor. There is the main city. There's a little child who needs my help. We're gonna open it and we're gonna kill the fox. He don't die. Let's talk to him. Hey Big Sis, I have some good news here. Good stuff here. Okay. How it will be forced to do shady business. ओके, बस हम लोग मिशन लेंगे. भी ज़्यादा बात नहीं करनी मेरे को इससे. What's up? Okay, fuck off, man. I'm not gonna do that. Now this is the city, man. Oh man, finally Inazuma. जिसके लिए मैं परसों आया था इसमें. Finally we are here. Anything that looks suspicious, वहाँ पे पक्का कोई ना कोई स्टोरी आने वाली है.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
I like that. Yeah, first thing first. वो सबसे पहले फास्ट ट्रैवल खोलने का यहाँ पे जाके. Music is very good, very nice. I like it. Now we talk to Komoro. Oh, we go to Komoro tea house. Yes. हमको एक letter भी तो देना है. Don't forget the favor from that girl, man. Whatever, favor for a favor. That's how life works. This is the Komoro tea house. Let's go inside and talk to.
According to the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Wait! We're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
बहुत ही गंदा तुम्हारा introduction
That
है.
sounds more like it.
Enter Komoro tea house. Okay. We entered.
Well, now that we're here, where's Toma?
He might be doing some stuff.
Paimon doesn't see him anywhere. Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
Who forgot their promise?
The
I
fuck?
was beginning to think you'd forgotten
A
about
talking
me.
dog.
What? Is that dog talking to us?
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form? Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
Oh, so this is Toma.
Now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
All right. I've had my fun.
Hey, you're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister.
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you? Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But when the lightning struck... so you've heard of his story. His light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is located.
I just want to
But
meet
before
the
that,
main.
there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
Yeah, I didn't see it, man. I want to meet the archon of this place, but yeah, we cannot just meet them. We have to wait. Need some patience, man. Then only it will happen. There's a side mission, but not gonna take it. Not every city, I'm wrong. Cities are located in fucking mountain, man. Who don't like a city in mountain? So it's very good, it's heartwarming. So that's the sign of Electro. I think, okay, so that's the statue. How can I see it when there is this fucking pedestal or whatever the fuck is this? Let's go!
This area sure feels gloomy. Here don't come here often, do they? Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into this statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree. Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts.
And Inazuma?
As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs, and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryou Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, I don't know, selfish?
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
What the fuck's happening? The visions.
Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
Aspirations? That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. All right, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Finally!
तुम लोग जब अगर कोई नॉर्थ कोरिया घूमने जाएगा ना तो वहाँ पे जो है वो लोग मतलब चुतिया बनाते हैं कि हमारे ये जो थे नए से हराया था वहाँ पे ये हो गया था वहाँ पे वो आई मीन लिटरली एवरीथिंग इज जस्ट फकिंग अच्छा हम मेन पैलेस में नहीं जा सकते you can go this is the main palace man but this place is fantastic man ऐसी जगह और होगी असली में यार I don't want to go there man it's very good very beautiful man oh my god वो देख रहे हो ऊपर पहाड़ ओ हो नहीं नॉस्टैल्जिया आ रहा है पता नहीं कौन से गेम की याद दिला रहा है मेरे को ये गेम literally oh fuck man I have to go a long way should have gone from there but यही है ना कि वहाँ से अगर मैं जाता तो बहुत प्रॉब्लम होती क्योंकि मेरे को बहुत चढ़ना पड़ता ऊपर That's an enemy I guess yes साले का रिक्वेस्ट देखा था चीसिंग फ्लावर लेके आओ 300 है जो मैंने कभी नहीं कर लिया अबे मेरा होल्ड खराब है यार whatever it is man I will see it 5 hours 7 minutes okay this might be some of the events and everything that they have going on since the update comes Japan is a must place to visit. Japan, Korea, and I would rather add China in the list. But yes, let's see about that, man. They only need money. They don't give a fuck. Oh, I like it. I like this. I like this place. This is the easiest and the easiest electroculus that I have found right now in front of me, rather than the others that, you know, you have to climb, you have to find a way. Oh, who the fuck is this? I know.
Brace yourselves. Nice and spicy.
Is there anything new in
Time
your
for
attacks,
takeoff.
lady?
Riptide!
She's not dead. Not going there, man. So many fucking enemies. Alright. That's enough. Not coming to you right now, bitch. Chinju Forest.
Let's play.
Laughing Buddha. हाँ मैं बहुत क्रिएटिव है बेन के लोग. I like it. बोलना तो पड़ेगा भाई, ये एरिया बहुत सेक्सी बनाया है. मैजिकल फॉरेस्ट नाम होना चाहिए. थोड़ा सा मेरा लग रहा है लाइटिंग जो है इसकी नॉट दैट गुड.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
मेरे स्क्रीन की इट्स ऑल अबाउट FPS गेम्स. याशिरो ओके. कहाँ ऊपर बनाते हैं ये लोग साले. इंडिया में भी ऐसी है. शिलोंग चले जाओ, आधे ज़्यादा एरिया मिलिट्री के अंडर होता है भाई साहब. आगे लोगों को नहीं रहने देंगे ये लोग अच्छी जगह में. Let's get going and talk to the commissioner. Yeah, sure.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh?
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guest. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Behind the screen?
Oh, is that a flower?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation.
Please यार अपनी शकल दिखा दो.
Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can... Oh.
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
No, please! Wait! Please, don't go!
Come out.
I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill...
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
I'm damn sure Raiden Shogun से मिलने के लिए long time ahead.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world.
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await... Then you have my
I'm sure you'll do great.
Oh, where the fuck is she? Right now I'm not interested in the side missions. I'm just interested in the story of this game because बहुत अच्छी जा रही है, बहुत अच्छी जा रही है. I like it. It's very good. Go to Konda village and find out what happened. There might be something I need. Now what the fuck?
Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
Ah, you must also be
ये
here
तो
to
वाली
try
ग्रैनी
and
लग रही है
convince
जो वहाँ पे आते
Teijima
हैं.
to stay. Teijima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want.
Okay, so there it is. So you want that man to Mahiru Kenjiro.
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Teijima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around.
Who is he? This is the one?
You must be Teijima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what true. But that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like in the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need... But if you can't remember anything... Oh! Maybe if you just try a little harder to remember...
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Teijima some fruit, I do...
I keep a diary?
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove...
Perfect! So if we want to keep Teijima from leaving, we just...
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary.
Alright. This is the samurai that protects the people. I think this is the one. The kind-hearted samurai, eh?
This looks like Teijima's
Man with the heart of gold.
right? Let's see what we have here. Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was Black Snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him
this
out,
is the diary I am
went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it, seems like your average, huh? I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for.
Who don't like shrines, man? Spiritual. Oh, it's what the fuck? I thought कोई alone place में कहीं होगा यार, ऐसे बगल में.
So this is the Omamori. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, but anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy. Somewhere that Tejima visited a lot. The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Must be something It looks like a letter. Konda Village.
If we become separate during war, go wait for me in Konda Village.
So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up. Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. But I have no still. It's clear that I was waiting for some. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd love, regret, everything. No. After all, I've forgotten who she was. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. I think maybe not. If this is something I waited, although, what if she were to turn up eventually? Only when I think about it like that. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember? I shall remain here.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay. Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you look, that certainly explains the state. At least we were able to help him. According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
Okay guys, 2 मिनट रुकेगा, मेरे को कुछ करना है. Right, we are back in business. We got 20 primogems. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 into 4 is 20. Do we have enough to make a wish? Nah. Find a next person who lost their vision. Alrighty. Not gonna fight anyone. Actually, the main stories this game mein de rakhe, that's are quite something. That are nice. I'm gonna fuck this beast, demon, whatever the fuck it is. I'm gonna go and open it. This thing will fucking... Okay, I need a crab, man. Oh, where are you going?
Brace yourselves. Speed of light. Nowhere to hide.
Let's do this and they will die by their own. That's something new. Seagull. Oh, I don't know. Plant that grows in shallow seas. It has a unique flavored dish. Okay. It's not a herb. That's not for alchemy. Okay, we have to take it off. Fuck man, जब से Excel download किया है, you know how I downloaded the Excel. उसके बाद साला ये चुतिया पा हुआ जा रहा बार बार. He is the one that loses his
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma. But why would they take action against one of... Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's...
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation. How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Oh, huh? And who are you? Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know it. We'll
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like... Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has...
The fuck you have to say, bro? Samurai?
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the... My own family can barely get by as it is. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day.
The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even...
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details.
To everyone who lost their vision,
All I know is that I
lost their
perform
memory.
certain things every month. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling...
Does it have to do with the missing emergency?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times, right? To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders. Which is why I came here in the first place. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself.
Well, we better confirm. Let's go round up we should be able to follow their tracks.
Helping a fucking samurai. Here we go. Hey, sweetie. I don't see any. Oh man, no, not those. Oh my god, we have to talk to them.
We really
but whenever we talk to these
this time.
motherfuckers, it end up in a fight.
All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot. I mean, you haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and... You demand, boss!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's...
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Here we go! Out of the frying pan, it's...
Think you can get away?
Tidal wave!
Don't blink!
Oh, they are dead already?
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something. Not bad, kid. Kurosawa. Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck.
So what did you see inside?
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was a complete mess. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal?
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the...
Huh? What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray...
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs.
Shut it.
Who is this motherfucker, man? We have to climb this fucking mountain to talk to that girl or whatever, whoever she is. Inazuma City. There goes my heartbeat. I climb every mountain with every ocean. She's the one. Owner of Lauda Industries.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Or perhaps there's something you... Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it?
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the pay. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased...
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa, and no one ever appreciated what he did.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, if you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. That reminds me, most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword.
Sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his... In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Why don't you ask him about the sword? Oh, but before you go...
But we...
Information is also a kind of Don't worry. I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions are coming from. Let's go talk to Kurosawa.
The fuck? She took 2,000 mora just to fucking tell us something. No, I don't want to do that.
What are you doing here all by yourself?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything...
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions.
Strange. I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare them, this sword was once wielded. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up... What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision... All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. And said to me...
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some... Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice?
She knows every language.
Somehow those two words seem to explain taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest hit, but what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. The Tenryo Commission sees my vision, and the very people, and the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad.
Yet another trouble. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The yacht, in any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like fortunately for us, let's go find the...
One more remains. What? Oh, इन लोगों ने एनिमेशन डाल दिया उसका. This is the last
The
person.
third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him.
क्या हाल है एनिमे लवर भाई? बस ठीक हो यार, तू बता.
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
सारा जॉब की वजह से तुम टाइम ही नहीं मिलता स्ट्रीम. अब मैं स्ट्रीम कर भी नहीं रहा यार. आज बहुत दिनों बाद कर रहा हूँ. कल की थी, आज कल नहीं परसों की थी.
Get out of here immediately.
हम लोग नया चैनल में सॉल्ट रिलोडेड वहाँ जाके वीडियोस देखना शुरू कर लो.
won't live to regret it.
सॉल्ट रिलोडेड.
You got it so wrong. We just came here to,
Disciples.
Yep. We've heard all about.
ये अभी कहाँ खत्म होगा? अभी तो उसकी पूरी स्टोरी आना बाकी है भाई. बहुत टाइम लगेगा. 2-3 साल में आएगी स्टोरी.
Came all this way to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and over.
ये वैसा क्यों थोड़ी था यार, ये ऑनलाइन है.
Possessed or something?
From the way you're
हाँ
dressed,
बताओ भाई, तुम्हारा क्या हाल चल रहा है? कहाँ जॉब कर रहे हो?
Please accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail.
LIC of
Then you
India
can
Bank
decide whether
Office.
to stay
Very good,
or to
very good.
leave. Sensei's name is Domo, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he
अभी
mastered the
जॉब
art of
से
the sword
छूटा,
to a high
बस में
level.
बैठा हूँ. ओह
He then proceeded to defeat many other
चलो
prominent
बढ़िया भाई,
sword
बस में बैठे बैठे गेम ही
masters,
देखते
never
रहो.
losing a single fight.
कहाँ रहते हो
He
वैसे?
once said that his goal was to become the best sword master, and so, even while training us, but then.
चल तुम्हारी बात.
Not long ago, he says this junior and but if I'm not.
You haven't heard of it? Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority, so don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is... The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than...
So,
पुणे में हो. चलो ये भी ठीक है भाई. टाइम कितना हो रहा है भाई? 18 से 24 के बीच में जाने का अपन को यहाँ पे. However, things in Pune, केसेस उसे तो बहुत लोग बढ़ रहे हैं वहाँ पे. साले लोग ही चूतिया वहाँ. कैसा लगता है मेरे को कभी कभी, पता नहीं क्यों केसेस बढ़ाए जा रहे हैं. नो ऑफेंस. थर्ड वेव की तैयारी कर रहे हैं. टॉक टू जूनिया. मैं पे बैठा नहीं, बात कर उससे.
So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel
भाई
many
अभी
years
कहाँ
ago.
स्ट्रीम करते DSB? नहीं भाई कहीं नहीं. सॉल्ट रिलोडेड.
Sensei wouldn't stop calling his
SANTRELOADED. सॉल्ट रिलोडेड देख वहाँ.
Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him, so the exorcism can finally continue.
भाई यार ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं है यार भाई. हमारे घर में हुई थी तबीयत खराब, मैंने देखा हालत तो. मुझे नहीं लगता भाई. मुझे लगता है क्योंकि हमारे घर में हुआ था और हालत देखी थी हमने तो. I don't think. पहले मेरे को भी बकलोरी लगता था, मैं भी खूब घूमता था, पर जब खुद के घर में होता है ना तब भाई पता चलता है क्या this is something. The fuck? मॉल तो खुले हुए हैं, हमारे यहाँ तो मॉल खुले हुए हैं।
Sneaking around. Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go.
ऊबर का करो ऊबर। यार आज बैंक निफ्टी 200 पॉइंट ऊपर बढ़ा था, काश ले लेते हैं। बैंक निफ्टी
This is
the right place.
Aha! Suspicious person sighted.
What the fuck? Why are you following me, bro?
How did you get... Are you sure you're Dolmon's disciples? Unless... I guess it's been a few years.
Excuse me? We're the ones that... And what are you doing sneaking around these parts?
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Dolmon back in the day. Long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Dolmon's senior.
Oh, pero uska bhi senior.
Anzai. Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Dolmon or anyone else associated with him ever. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Meikyo Shisui art together.
कोरोना है वो नहीं बोल रहा, बट केसेस जो बता रहे हो वो भी हो सकता है भाई, क्या कर सकते हैं, हरामी पड़ा तो आई पर सेफ रहो, यही बोलेंगे।
Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation.
It's better to be safe than...
So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception, but Domon was different. First thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Dolmon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Dolmon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. Consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world, he sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever
तुम बताओ, बीच में सुना था कि तुम्हारे फैमिली मेंबर्स हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट थे अभी। हाँ बताया तो मैंने, घर में हुआ था, पापा की तबीयत खराब हुई थी। Now he's fine, ड्यूटी सब करे, हो गया बहुत टाइम हो गया ठीक हुए। ठीक तो उसी समय हो गए थे, बट थे एक समय था थोड़ा मतलब ऐसा लग रहा था सीरियस हो रहे थे, बट वही एक दो दिन में फिर ठीक हो गए थे, एक दिन रहे थे फिर उसके बाद और हॉस्पिटल में।
Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately, after that I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down though, I still respected his mastery of the blade, and his commitment to the art of the... So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Meikyo Shisui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my... So you see... Okay, you've heard my story.
Still...
बाकी लोग क्या कर रहे हैं अभी? अबे भाई बोला तो, सॉल्ट रिलोडेड हम लोग का नया चैनल है ना, उसी में हम लोग रात को बैठ कर खेलते हैं और फिर उसमें वीडियोस डालते हैं। एक बजा के चेकआउट कर ले, पता चल जाएगा, उसी में वीडियोस डलती है, हफ्ते में 2 वीडियोस डलती है। सॉल्ट रिलोडेड चैनल का नाम है।
What? You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry.
With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession and all is certainly not lost. For I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's...
Lady Yai? Is that...
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news!
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei. But Lady Yai can...
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai does not like to be kept waiting. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish someone a full and speedy recovery.
ये सस्ता गॉड अभी मिलने वाला है हमसे.
Do you mean to...
No, that's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is...
हम जब ये मिशन कर लेंगे उसके बाद शायद हमको मिलेगा.
Who knows?
ये मिशन मेरे को सही में अभी तक कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा. इस वाले में मैंने ध्यान ही नहीं दिया. इसके स्टार्टिंग के 2 दिए थे, वो अच्छा भी था. ओ भाई साहब तो बहुत... ओ यार शिट, मैंने स्टोरी सुननी चाहिए थी यार. अब इंटरेस्टिंग हो रहा है गेम शायद. वी हैव टू गो अ लॉन्ग वे अहेड. ग्रैंड मेडन उडन कुछ बता रहे लोग. हमको चढ़ना पड़ेगा पहाड़. Oh man, there it is, there it is, there it is. 242 meters. मेरे एसी की लग रहा है लौड़ा लग गया है जो. इतनी क्यों आवाज कर रहा है इतनी? What is this?
Brace yourselves.
ये क्या है बे? Is that something that will try to kill us? Stop it! Should we try to go from this? A strange beetle that inhabits areas which is its. This place is magical, man.
Here we go.
Oh, don't get it, man. How can we use that thing in our advantage?
Let's play.
इसको यूज कैसे करना है भाई? हाँ फिर कोई और रास्ता ढूंढते हैं हम लोग.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
सीधा पहाड़ चढ़ते हैं अपन.
Yahoo!
What is this? नाकू वीड. ओ भयंकर.
Here we go.
भाई रिकॉर्ड ऑफ रैग्नारोक देखा, ये क्या है? अब मैं रेसिडेंट इविल देखूंगा. ये कीड़ा जो है ये कोई जान ही नहीं है इस कीड़े में. आई डोंट नो, बट मेरे को समझ नहीं आया उस चीज़ का यूज़ कैसे करना है. दैट्स व्हाई आई एम डूइंग इट माय वे. गिरना मत, गिरना मत, गिरना मत.
Let's play.
आई एम श्योर यहाँ से हम लोग पहुँच जाएंगे ऊपर आराम से. भाई भी गिर जाता ना, दिमाग खराब हो जाता मेरा.
Yahoo!
हम लोग किसी और रास्ते से आए, बट हम लोग आए यहाँ पे. मुझे लग रहा है ऊपर बॉस फाइट होगी. आई थिंक. अरे कुछ भी. लोमड़ी को मार सकते हैं क्या? नो. Are we going to witness the god of this place? ओह उड़ गया. Oh man, that's a raven. अबे ये बच्चा कौन है भाई? रीकू. View point. Okay, we got a photo. Teleport. खोल दिया भाई. This is the shrine. अबे इतने ऊपर ये बच्चा कैसे आया होगा? नहीं, इससे तो बात करनी नहीं हमको. मैं ज़्यादा बात करूँगा भी नहीं. एनिमेशन सीरीज है जिसमें ह्यूमन वर्सेस गॉड की फाइट बताए हैं और उसको इंडिया में बैन भी. उसमें गॉड जो था उसको. अच्छा देखते हैं भाई. किस पे है? नेटफ्लिक्स में है क्या? लेट्स सी. इज इट ऑन नेटफ्लिक्स? ओके, अब टॉक करेंगे. टॉक.
Do you think that's Lady Ai? Oh, no wonder Junior is so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon?
एनीमे वाइफू है ये.
Did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me.
इनको लगता है इनको ऊपर पोसेस कर लिया.
Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Ai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time
God
now.
of Ragnarok.
He appears to see those who have
चलो
lost
ठीक है,
him
तब तो
in
बढ़िया.
duels
तब तो फिर देख लूँगा
past,
मैं.
gathered all around him to persecute him.
नहीं, पर नेटफ्लिक्स में दिखेगा नहीं मेरे को.
It must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Ai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it.
There was once
Netflix है मेरे
one who
पास.
claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged
उसमें
when
खुलेगा तो
defeated
खुलेगा
by
नहीं
his
तो no
junior.
problemo.
And then there was an
Download
aged
करके देख लेंगे और
swordmaster
क्या.
who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught.
हमारे T-Rex भाई की
And
देन थी.
what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
नहीं पता.
I'm not sure I understand. The path of the sword master is filled with twists and turns.
नीटो
It is
इंस्टा
no
पे
small
लिंक सेंड करता
undertaking to
हूँ.
pursue the position of greatest sword
अच्छा नहीं
master
तो.
in the world.
नीटो तो एक बॉस
It
का नाम है
requires
डार्क
one
सोल्स
to
में.
take their sword firmly in both hands
Grave Lord
and
Nito.
cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine. Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Ansai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Where did he come from?
पक्का हम लोगों को इसने पीछा किया
Follow us
होगा.
the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you. In the hopes... Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of...
But what if one day the same thing happens to them?
आवाज सुनने पूरी
I put
जापानीज एक्टर ही
everything
ले
I
रखा
had
है.
into trying to become the best.
You have no honor.
What if it was all... If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go...
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the... I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before...
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually...
Goodness.
You see? Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your... So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, you are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name.
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Ansai, my senior...
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you... But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore. Well...
Lady I.
So even though his ambition was taken away, has this...
Traveler? So, the wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Now she needs something to be done also.
I have high hopes for you, child.
Child?
Ooh, Lady Ai seems to have taken a real interest.
Thank you, T-Rex.
Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Finally, I have completed all the 3 missions. Now I have to go to the Miss Kamisato and I want to meet the Archon, man. Maybe. Okay, what the fuck is this sacred Sakura? What the fuck? इस पेड़ को वो देख रहा, आकृति बिल्कुल लोमड़ी के उसमें है. क्या था ये? इलेक्ट्रो सिजिल. चलिए हम कभी और करेंगे. Let's go to the lady on the floor and then we have to meet the god of this state, man. Sasta god. Red and Shogun. क्या हमको शक्ल दिखाई अभी लेडी किमित? कामिसातो आयाका.
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Here she is. कैरेक्टर पहले निकाल दिया था और बकचोदी अब कर रहे हैं.
Traveler, Paimon, it is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our 3 friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Ooh, wait a second. But isn't Toma your...
servant?
Servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend.
Friends with benefit?
And was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance? You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right.
See? I told you she wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori Tea House?
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
But I want to meet the Shogun.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it...
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land. And even such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it.
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here.
Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask. The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity. The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications whatsoever. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that?
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
What's that?
Resistance? You mean like an army fight?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island, but I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement. Of course! We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the shogun's decisions.
What's up, bro?
It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the shogun's sudden decision to issue the vision.
What is up, bro? I have no further question.
Paimon has a question.
Oh? What would you like to...
Have you got a plan yet to fight the vision?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with...
So what are we gonna do?
Nothing!
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryou Commission.
Darn! So they found out about it?
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging down the reputation of the... By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on you. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Naganohara family.
Alright. So it's a long way to meet the Raiden Shogun because we have to do some tasks. We have to fight this fuckers. Then only we will be can't. I like the music. A flower blooms in a prison. Let's try to go there. Okay, let's do some, what we call it, man. Let's do some traveling and then we end the stream for today, or maybe for right now, because I need to go to my fucking gym. And then yeah, we'll meet you at night if I can. Fuck off, man, not fighting you right now. No, don't have the time. इतने से पानी में भी डूब के मर जाता, पता है? He's a god of the free nation, but still he loses. Amakin Island. Okay, seems like I have to fight them.
Here we go. Hey! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Brace yourselves. Yeah! Ha! Time for takeoff. Cut to the chase.
पहली बार इतनी ज़्यादा लाइफ जा रही है उससे. I'm supposed to go there.
Incoming. Yahoo!
It's not open right now for me, I think. Wow. Slow motion. Collect 8 particles in 40 seconds. I think I'm gonna die.
Brace yourselves.
It's gonna take a good amount of time to go there if I use my Barfili skills. Oh, fuck it, man, we are not going there right now. Let's go to achievements, take some shit, see if there's anything on my mail, which would be empty. Yep, and we are going to go to shop. I like good sexy ladies. Only have to we got 2 wish. Come on, let's make a wish. Thank you. Make a wish. Thank you for the shittiest things you. Okay, जो भी जुड़ा धन्यवाद. अब मिलते हैं बाद में, तब तक के लिए टाटा, गुड नाइट, बाय, गुड इवनिंग एक्चुअली. या अगर कोई सोना चाहता तो जाके सो जाए. टाटा.